Well, I'm afraid to say that this is going to be part 2 of your story because it has a similar theme. So I'm new to Rochester. I've lived here just for the winter, but prior to that I lived on the border of Oman and Yemen. It's right on the boot of the Arabian Peninsula, and without a doubt the most isolating place I've ever lived in my life. I was between Yemen and a giant desert. There was a 12-hour bus to get away from there, and the only other social life was scarce. But I went there for work. I was a recent college graduate. I was interested in international relations, and I took whatever this amazing organization I wanted to work for would take me, even if it was the middle of nowhere with nothing. And I had a great experience, but I will admit, I was really, 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 really lonely. And I couldn't admit it to myself. And one day, out of the blue, out of 6 months of living in this desert place with wild camels and speaking Arabic all of the time and a couple of other cool languages, I meet this guy at a coffee shop and he's reading a book. Mind you, the place that I'm living has recovered. Public education wasn't introduced to the country until 1979. So I see the book and I'm very excited. And I don't even care. I break all the rules. I go to the men's public area. And I just tell this guy, "Where did you get that?" And I look, and I listen to him back, and he tells me that he got it in the States. And I'm like, oh my God, I was just so excited. It was a book. It was someone I could speak English with. And he said, and my friend from New York is coming to visit in 6 weeks. And mind you, this has been a long time since I've, English books, things. So I couldn't imagine anything else, really. So I'll be honest, I was anticipating, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have I wonder what this person's going to be like, but I don't know what it's going to be like. 6 weeks pass, and my friend and I go to the airport. It's like a dinky little tiny thing. And I finally meet the friend from New York. And like your story, I felt an instant connection. And I couldn't say anything or do anything because, first of all, it was 3 in the morning. He had just got there, and I was wearing some sweaty Islamic dress, and you were thinking, oh my God, he's like this young, good-looking American guy, and I'm living here. And I bet he has a great, nice American life and American girlfriend. I'm American myself, but, I'm like... And over time, I had to just... We finally talk. It's like day 2, he's been in the area. Didn't even mention that I'm around, I'll show you around or something. And I take him and I do the things that I love. I take him to my workplace. I take him to the public schools. I show him around. I take him out for frankincense ice cream, and I show him this little farm I used to live in. We have a wonderful day, but I'm also wondering, it's too good to be true. This is my life. I'm going to be an international development worker. I'm going to work in isolated places, in dangerous places, and I'll forget about everything. This person, خلاص. Sure enough, his friend gets an idea to take him to the ocean. So we drive at midnight over the mountains of Oman, which are these beautiful, steep mountains overlooking the beach and windy roads just paved by the British government. And we head down into this little cove. His friend gets an idea of a game I've actually never played in my adolescence. Truth or dare? Never, really. I never, and I had like during my adolescence, I never had the cool like spin the bottle or truth or dare or anything like that. And sure enough, my turn comes. I chose dare. And he dared me to kiss him. I was 24 years old and thinking, I'm going to go for this. This is like the best thing. I can see why teenagers love this game. And I kiss him. And it lasts for that 1 second too long when you kiss someone and you know that the other person likes you back. But you have to get away, because it's truth or dare. And the funny thing is, this person and I, we sat in silence, and I remember thinking, okay, this is like a truth or dare thing, and he's going to go back to America, you know? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to be living in Sarada. And he tells me that him and his friend are going to Dubai. It's the last day. There wasn't, and I love you, there wasn't a come with me, please, I want to be with you. Just that they were going to go. And the wonderful thing, for any of you who are not familiar with life in the Gulf, is that so many of the world leaders in the region have this, especially Sultan Ibn Said Qaboos of Oman. He gives everybody, foreigners, nationals, Omani, anyone, holidays. So he will it'll be on the radio and it'll be like, Sultan, Ibn Said Qaboos has just issued a 3-day weekend, out of nowhere. It's actually super cool. I don't know if our world leaders, I can't imagine President Obama being going on NPR and giving an So I take the chance. I go on the plane, and now I am here in Rochester. It's not exactly the location I thought I would end up the year after my path paving career post, and I'm here with that guy. And it is a triumph. And I am happy.